You can talk to anyone, your boss, your friends, random strangers at a coffee shop, confident, articulate, no problem. But then you see her, a woman you're actually attracted to, someone you genuinely want to talk to. And suddenly, the machinery just stops. Your mind goes blank, the words vanish, your body locks up. You haven't even moved yet, but the door is already closed. If this has ever happened to you, this video will change how you see yourself. Because freezing isn't weakness, it's biology. Let me describe the exact moment. You see her across the room, or passing on the street, maybe at the gym. For a split second, there's a spark. I should go talk to her. Then the shift happens. Your chest tightens, your breathing shallows, your thoughts start racing, but they're not going anywhere. They're just looping. You hesitate for 1 second, then 2, then 5. The window closes. She walks away, and you're left standing there with that familiar weight in your gut. That moment feels small, but it's heavy. It's a quiet kind of defeat that stays with you for the rest of the day, maybe longer. And here's what makes it worse. You start to believe there's something wrong with you, but there isn't. Most men walk away from that moment thinking, I'm a coward. I don't have what it takes. Other guys can do this. Why can't I? But let me offer you a different perspective. Freezing isn't cowardice, it's biology. Your body operates on an ancient system designed to keep you alive. You've heard of fight or flight, but there's a third mode most people forget: freeze. When the stakes feel high and the outcome is uncertain, your nervous system takes control. It's not a character flaw, it's a survival reflex. Your body reacts before your confidence even gets a vote. You're not weak, you're just equipped with a system that hasn't caught up to modern social life. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your brain. To your primal mind, social rejection isn't just embarrassing, it's a threat. Historically, being rejected by the tribe meant being cast out, and being cast out meant death. Your brain still operates on that logic, so when you feel attraction, the stakes are automatically raised. Your brain performs a lightning-fast calculation. It treats the possibility of a no as physical danger. Your mind stops asking, should I approach, and starts asking, what happens if this goes wrong? It begins scanning for worst-case scenarios. What if she laughs? What if everyone's watching? What if she thinks I'm a creep? In that state, your brain decides the safest path, the one that guarantees survival, is to do nothing. It paralyzes you to protect you. This is the freeze response, and it happens in milliseconds. Let's break down what's actually happening in your body during that freeze. Your muscles tense up, like you're bracing for impact. Your heart beats faster, but your feet feel like lead. You try to think of the perfect thing to say, but the search for perfection is just another way to stay still. You lose your spontaneity because you're no longer in the moment. You're trapped inside a mental simulation of future failure. Freeze feels like indecision, but it's not. It's self-protection. Your body has pulled the emergency brake. And here's the kicker. The longer you stay frozen, the worse it gets. Because now you're not just afraid of rejection, you're afraid of looking like the guy who's been standing there for 5 minutes doing nothing. The fear compounds, the window closes, and you walk away feeling like you failed. But you didn't fail. You just got hijacked by your own nervous system. Here's what most guys do after they freeze. They tell themselves, next time I'll be ready. Next time I'll just do it. So they wait. They wait to feel confident. They wait to feel fearless. They wait for the perfect moment. But that day never comes. Because confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You don't feel brave, then approach. You approach, and then you feel brave. Most men spend their entire lives waiting for the fear to disappear. But the fear never disappears. It just becomes something you're willing to carry. The difference between the guy who approaches and the guy who doesn't isn't courage, it's tolerance. Tolerance for discomfort. Here's the shift I want you to make. The goal isn't to eliminate the fear. It's to stop letting the fear make your decisions. That tightening in your chest, that's just information. It's your body signaling that something matters to you. The fear doesn't mean stop. It doesn't mean you're in danger. It just means you're human and you're stepping towards something that has potential for both connection and rejection. The fear is a passenger. It doesn't have to be the driver. Think about the last time you did something scary. Maybe you gave a presentation. Maybe you had a difficult conversation.
You probably felt fear before you did it, but you did it anyway, and afterward, the fear lost its power. It's the same with approaching. The fear will always be there, but it doesn't have to stop you. You're not trying to become fearless, you're trying to become functional in the presence of fear. That's the real skill. If you've spent years feeling frustrated by your own hesitation, I want you to let the shame go. You're not broken because you freeze. You're not less of a man because your heart races. You're a biological being reacting to a perceived risk. Your body has been trying to protect you the only way it knows how. Recognition is the first step, but recognition alone won't change the behavior. What changes it is action, small, repeated action, not waiting until you feel ready, but moving anyway, not searching for the perfect line, but saying something, anything to break the pattern, because every time you freeze and walk away, you're training your brain that the fear was justified, but every time you move despite the fear, you're rewriting the script. Look, I'm not going to tell you it's easy. It's not. The freeze response is powerful. It's kept humans alive for thousands of years. But you don't need to eliminate it. You just need to recognize it for what it is. A reflex, not a truth. The next time you see her and feel that familiar tightness in your chest, don't fight it. Acknowledge it.